My fellow plebeians, we have moved, have we not? Don't let the smells disturb you. These are the unwashed poor. We are now at a campfire outside a mill in Paris. It is April 1789. Two peasants, Gabriel and Simon, are huddled around a campfire. Gabriel sleeps while Simon warms a scrap of bread in a pan over the fire. Pete and Frankie join the two peasants.
Hey, I'm Frankie. So who are you? Why are you dressed funny?
They can neither see nor hear you.
Well, that sucks. Why?
You are a silent observer, a visitor.
Silent? I don't think so. I'm not gonna stand around and be ignored. What a waste of my time. There isn't any point in me even being here if nobody's gonna pay attention to me.
Au contraire. To the contrary, am I nobody?
That is a matter of perspective. I order you to take me back to the conciergerie at once.
You cannot return yet in good time. Your observing presence is important. There is a point, four actually, in you being
Why?
here. You need to learn four lessons.
What?
It is up to you to discover.
Hey, peasant man. What's that smell?
Jasmine, I have a name, Frankie.
Well, good for you. To me, you're just another nameless face. So, who are these people?
Poor plebeian.
Plebeians?
Peasants. Now sit, see, and cease talking.
You're not my teacher. You can't tell me what to do.
Good. Look, listen, and learn something.
Yeah. And if I don't?
If you speak, then I will send you to the Widowmaker, and you will never again be able to annoy Annette. Great news, everyone!
See the starving Gabriel. He sleeps with one eye open.
Oh, Simon, I see you made a fire. Great!
Simon sets down his pan and proudly adds sticks to the fire. The bread falls to the earth. The desperately hungry Gabriel lunges for it. Gabriel and Simon play tug-of-war until Gabriel gives a final yank that sends Simon somersaulting into orbit. Gabriel quickly gobbles up the ration.
Your bread was like a flash in the pan.
Poor Simon. These are desperate times. Someone is always hungry.
Word from Cammy. The aristocrats have revolted and won. They defeated government. The king threatened to take away their taxing privileges.
What news is this?
What news is this? While Lomia de Brienne has promised that the Estates General would be called for May 1789, the king will consult the people. King Louis has agreed to a meeting at Versailles. Wait until I tell my wife Marie. After losing the baby in January's end, she will be so relieved with some good news.
Simon takes some ashes from the fire ring and sprinkles them over a moonbeam that has broken through the clouds. Frankie, who has been lounging by the fire, stretches his leg, causing an oak branch to roll. Simon trips over the branch. Gabriel watches Simon trip. Looking at Frankie, Pete slowly draws a finger across his neck.
What? My leg fell asleep. It's got the spider tingly things. Get over it.
Blood rush to the heart.
Did you say something?
Are you all right, Simon?
Have a nice trip, Simon.
With the harsh harvest that we have been having, the high taxes makes things worse. We have been so worried about feeding our dear daughter, and with another baby on the way, maybe, just maybe, old Louis will lower the bread prices once and for all. Maybe, just maybe.
That will be the day, those stuck-up arrow-brat aristocrats. They only use our high taxes to feed their fat faces and bulging bellies and to prance around in silly sissy shoes and clothes. They sit at banquets because of us. I would say something, but we all know that peasants don't have voices. Right, Simon?
Simon silently nods in agreement.
Meanwhile, my poor daughter Frances starves to death. They sit around their fancy-smancy banquets while we tore ourselves to death. I did hear that Antoinette the Deficit bought a new wig this week and paid extra sous just to have it powdered gray.
And this one has got ships in it. Not real ones, of course.
You see what I mean? We cannot afford bread to eat, and she buys herself a new wig with our taxes.
Hey, how long has it been since the last meeting?
175 years.
175 long years.
Do we not reap and sow the land, nourishing the nation and put food on their table?
We do. Why are we paying their taxes?
Because missing a steak dinner would prove to be a far worse crime.
So, why's the court starving us?
I don't know.
And what about our health?
Right now, Simon is in need of a warm and moist loaf of bread more than anything else.
Pete draws bread from his coat. Where it comes from, we do not know. He hands the minuscule ration to Simon and Gabriel. He breaks bread with his compatriots.
Some more?
Yes, please, sir. Thank you so very much, kind sir, for the bread. I am famished after a long taxing day without bread. That bread's made me hungrier. After 3 days, I finally got comfortable with the hunger, and while I thank you for the bread, my friend, it's made me hungry all over again.
Wow, would you look at all those stars? It's like someone opened a black velvet pouch and threw a bunch of diamonds into the silky sky. Not even King Louis with all his divine power can harness those stars. Ever feel like a stranger in your own land?
And talk about a strange one. Ever since that queen came to town, it's been bonjour, comment allez-vous, je suis la mieux que vous, this and ne parlez l'anglais, la bataille, alors des états, refuse parler l'anglais,
And hi. Bye.
She doesn't even put the good in goodbye. I feel so small and powerless.
You are small and powerless. Then again, so am I.
Is that an impression of Madame Deficit?
Changes. Yeah.
Changer. Changes.
I can smell them floating from Versailles.
Well, okay then. For the better.
We'll see. I'm going to the gardens tomorrow to hear what news Cammy has harvested. Who's coming with me?
We will. Yes, Simon and I will come with you. Good night, Simon. Good night, Pete. And thank you for the bread. Yeah, I feed the Louis the Lion diet. And we are the famished peasants.
Right. Tomorrow, another day dawns for the fun.
You idiot!
Excuse you.
Ye old faithful geezer. What did you do that for?
Do what?
Give that man your last ration.
I would have done it earlier, but knew Gabriel would grab it. Simon had not eaten in a week.
Ye have too much faith. That's his problem, not yours. So?
So?
Well, that was really dumb of you. I would have let him fend for himself and find his own food.
No, it was not. He is my friend. I was hungry, but he was famished. What was I supposed to do? Let him starve?
Yes.
Starve? Wrong. If your friend was in trouble, you would help him out.
No, I wouldn't.
That there is mighty noble of you.
Being noble has nothing to do with it.
You are missing the point entirely.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
You sacrificed your portion of bread for nothing.
It was not for nothing. It was for something, helping a friend in need. It is my duty to look after my friends and family. I would sacrifice a lot more for Marie and Francis.
Marie? Francis?
My wife and my daughter. It hurts me to see them suffer, especially Marie after our loss.
Hey, look, man, you're not clear. You sacrifice too much. When life hands you a handout, you take it. Generous people play the fool.
No, they do not. You have it backwards, sonny boy.
No, I don't. It's my duty to look after myself, my mom's duty to cook the meals, and my dad's duty to pay the bills.
Is that so? Well,
Yes.
what have you done to earn such treatment?
Earn? Nothing.
Nothing? You gave your mother the trouble of being born and that's it, huh? People have given their lives for less.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Bread.
Bread? Ha!
Other people have died for the freedoms you take for granted.
I don't take things for granted. What do you mean, died?
Yes, died. Yes, you do. For example, your freedom to text on your BlackBerry. You were just a punk kid. What do you know about life and law?
Plenty. What loss?
Next to the baby's breath, you see the hard-formed red rocks over there beneath the
Underneath the Dum-Dums tree? The carved inscription? Yeah, it says, our darling. So what?
oak. So what? In late January, we found our darling 1-year-old Daniel dead in his cradle. At the cost of materialism, we could not get him the nutrition he needed.
Well, that'll teach you to be greedy. I hope you learned your lesson.
Not us. The court's greed for power and lavish living was done so at Danny's expense.
I don't believe you.
The peasants tilled the land, yet the court does not care about us. However, lo and behold, when Antoinette the Deficit lost her baby, the entire nation went to
Boo-hoo.
mourning. Sue. Pennies that could have been used to feed Danny were taken as taxes and, instead, used to buy Antoinette the Deficit a new dress.
Whatever.
Do not use that tone. You
I can use whatever tone I want.
have a lot to learn about showing citizens
And what precisely do you mean by that?
respect. Were you paying attention?
No, because of your droning snooze fest, I nearly fell asleep. If it weren't for Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Gabriel and Simon.
Yeah, whatever. Them.
They have names, you know.
I know. I don't care. No. That guy stealing the bread like that, that was funny. But why should I care?
Gabriel was desperate.
I'll say.
Famine is no laughing matter. These are tough times in which we
Oh, don't be a cross caterpillar. Lighten up, peasant man.
live. So, now it is my fault that you were not paying attention.
Exactly.
Unbelievable. We are going to the gardens.
The gardens? Why?
Why? To hear what news Cammy collected.
Me.
Cammy happens to be a respectable man's name. He is an honorable man.
Yeah, sure, whatever, pal. And if I have a son, I'll name him Kim.
Give me this, give me that. I want others waiting on me, taking them for granted while I sit around and do absolutely nothing.